Hello everybody, hi! I am a day late doing our coffee break video this week. Just didn't have the time with energy really yesterday to come and bring it to you. I don't know if I've got a little bit of a cold or, you know, hormones or who knows, but I'm just feeling a little bit below par. That's all, just a little bit below par. But in that way that when the little spaces came around where I might usually hop in and do your video or something, I was like, I just need a little like time out for myself. And actually I say that really deliberately to you, because not because I'm justifying, but because actually it's just really important for us parents to do that, to hold that space for ourselves. No one else around us is going to say, you put yourself first, darling. Let's be honest. So we've got to do that for ourselves. We've got to hold that space that says we're valuable, we're really important, we're going to look after ourselves. And if that means that other plans, other pressures, other people's needs go on the back burner a little bit, it's okay to do that. And I totally can hear all of the PDA parents' brains clicking in there with a little alert, because we all know that sometimes there are a lot of needs that actually are urgently needing to be met. Here, I do. So it's about discernment, isn't it? About what actually is essential for us to attend to with our time and energy, and where can we release that pressure a little bit on ourselves and put our own needs at the top of the list, because no other bugger's going to do it for us. So I've got my cards. I'm going to do a little video for you, but I'm not going to be too long for all those reasons. I've got my Wisdom for Healing cards I want to pull for you. So if you've got something going on with you where you want a little bit of guidance, a little bit of reassurance, something to respond to and see if it feels true and good for you, to give you some direction. For those of you interested in the moon cycles and all those planetary kind of cycles and flows that are around us, definitely coming into the territory. I think it's Wednesday. I haven't checked before I've said this, but I think it's Wednesday, which is the big super full moon. So we'll all be howling at that. And all our stuff tends to come up to the surface for it to look at. I am feeling that. It always hits for me couple of days, 2 or 3 days before that I get the peak of that full moon feeling. I don't know if that is something that's commonplace for those of you here who do healing work, therapeutic work, if it's kind of like journeying through so you can hold space for others early. I don't know if you resonate with that, but it always hits now for me. So I just tell myself, even though I feel like I'm in a spin, I'm in a mess, I don't know which way's up, I don't know what's what, I feel so full moony, that feeling of, you know, doubting everything. I am absolutely aligned and where I'm meant to be. Just telling myself that because I witness this all the time. And then we're coming into Mercury retrograde, aren't we, this month? So for those of you who tune into that, the kind of traditional stuff that's said about Mercury retrograde is like we're warned to take care of ourselves because of accidents and upsets and things like that. Take care of our communication. There can be miscommunication, and particularly warnings of around tech playing up and stuff. For me, it always really hits in our home with the household appliances needing their check-in, needing some TLC, needing a deep clean, needing, you know, some kind of maintenance. It just seems to come up in our house around that time. So I notice that flow more than anything. So, you know, if you've got anything that you noticed with the Mercury retrograde, tell us what it is. Okay, let's have a look then. What card wants to come? If you want to ever chat about the stuff that I talk about in these live videos, if you share in the comments here in the Peace with PDA Facebook group, it's private amongst the group, so it's only PDA parents. I then upload the video to YouTube for people to find it who maybe don't know our group space, and that obviously is a public forum, so you're welcome to comment there, but just so you know, that is public, but means you can share it with people outside of the group. Right, finally, as my daughter would say, I'm going to pull a card. Finally. There we go. Ooh. this is a nice one. Expect a miracle. I love how she's got her brolly up because it has definitely been raining here in the UK. We went trick-or-treating, as you do, and it was peeing it down. It was quite quiet. So I was going around. Last year was the first time that I'd ever been trick-or-treating. It was Eliza's first time, but I'd never been before, and we went with my mum and she'd never been before, so it was like a first for all of us. And we went trick-or-treating. Why am I telling you that? No idea. And this year I decided on a really easy, lazy costume, and I ordered myself, like, whereas before I'd like made something up and done my makeup, I was like, I just really wanted it to be easy this year. And I'd ordered myself like a pull-on, it's just a banana, like, you know, just pull it on over your head and arms, da-da, done. And then we're walking around trick-or-treating and everyone's like, oh, a banana, brilliant, a banana. And I'm thinking, no, you're giving me attention to the wrong person here. This is not going to land well. Eliza had this incredible costume on. She's Courtney Love, if you know, because she's really into her bands and stuff. And she looked amazing, all the wig and the whole get up and the makeup and stuff. But of course, a lot of people don't know who that was. But banana was almost glowing in the dark in my yellow, and everyone was giving me the attention. So next year, I need to think something more under the radar, maybe lots of black so I blend in the dark. But we did go up to a Halloween party as well, so I was going to be seen in the light, whatever. But that was fun. That went really well. So today's lesson: expect a miracle. Something will come into your life that will serve your healing, so be open to it. Oh, I'm receiving that so much already. I told you I'm feeling a bit off. I know I'm having a learning cycle, something to do with my health and well-being. So, yes, that will serve your healing. So be open to it and express gratitude when it occurs. I love how demanding these cards are. I know what it means is it will serve you to notice it and to be appreciative and to open your vibration of gratitude so you can receive it and you can receive more. But it just says it, if you're like attuned to, you know, language which is not demanding, express gratitude when it occurs. Sounds so stern, doesn't it? Okay, your goal is to know that the world becomes a vessel for the divine when you see the divine in all things. And what I want to say about that, whatever the divine means to you, whether you have a relationship with the divine, which you would call source or energy, you have a sense of your higher self, whether you have a relationship with God or goddesses or angels, however you experience that, I want to invite you inclusively in that to consider that it's saying when you see the divine in all things, and that means within you, your perfection and your power. And I want to invite you to step into your empowerment on your journey of whatever is coming up for you around this, whether it's healing or whether it's a shift in family dynamics, peace in your home or in your relationships or in yourself, in your body. Just to notice that the invitation is that the divine is within all things. It is within you. And we often, it's interesting, something we often see in our PDA parent groups is like a request for resources, isn't it? Resources to help me with this. Can you point me to resources to help with that? And I love that word resource because it's that invitation to resource, reconnect with the source that we are, the source of actually our intuition and our power and our knowing and our energy and our wealth and abundance and health and well-being, all of it, that source which is within us, that is us. And how can we actually, rather than looking out there for answers, how can we allow what is already here to come through, because we recognise the power of who we are, recognise ourselves as the divine. Yeah, there you go. So I said it's not going to be too long a video today, so I'm going to leave it at that. That's quite a good message, wasn't it, really? Connect with source. There you go. You don't need me to say anything else, do you? I hope you are taking lots of care of yourself wherever you're at. I'm sending lots and lots and lots of love your way. I will try and be punctual with my coffee break next week, which is on Sunday. Of course, we have our chat at the weekend. If you want to join that, you just need to be a member of the, oh God, my brain is really foggy today, the Facebook Messenger community. So it's free, it's just Messenger, but it's just this new format that it's using that we're all getting used to. You have to be a member of the community, and then I can invite you to the chat. So make sure you're a member of that. If you don't know how, just scream and ask. That's the only thing you need to do. If you need some one-to-one support, shout me for that. Just send me a message. Well, reach me any way you like. I'm not fussy. It's probably best not to ring me, quite honestly, because you know what it's like trying to talk on the phone, but it's not that I mind. But pop me a DM and just ask me if you want to book a one-to-one parent support session. Some people just want somebody to listen. You know, my initial training was an integrative counsellor. So that's my roots. If you need, you know, active listening, as a PDA parent myself, a radically unschooling parent myself, you know, there's not much you can say that's going to shock me. So if you want me to hold space for you on your journey, I'm here for that. If you are looking for more spiritual and personal growth development work, I'm here for that. I do the EFT tapping, which Susan calms the nervous system as we're making changes in our lives. I love to talk about how we can listen to our intuition and really come into alignment with ourselves. And I've got kind of a natural gift at helping people find patterns that are going on for them and get to the root cause of what's underneath all the tension and the static and the fuzziness of, you know, I'm not sure, I'm not clear, I'm finding this gnarly, you know, like there's some gift there for you. So if that's coming up for you with the full moon, give me a shout and maybe we can hook up, you know. Right, my loves, take care. Lots of love. Mwah. See you soon.